Welcome back to Slime with Aaron D. We're back for another Disney vs. Pixar Movie Bracket Challenge. We're back on the Pixar side, and for another time, you guys have me cracking up. Because we have Cars versus Cars 2. I am loving your love for Cars. This is just so much fun. I have no idea how we're going to choose between them, but thankfully, that's up to you guys in the comments below. So, thank you for making me smile because I just love this. I love how much you guys love Cars. I love that my nephew's favorite movie is Cars because I really cannot believe that Cars is first Cars 2. So let's dive in. So let's dive into the cast and the characters. Now you would think it's the same cast. I mean, it's Cars and Cars 2, right? Well, mostly. But we got a few differences that hopefully will help you in your votes. Both Cars and Cars 2 have our beloved Lightning McQueen, voiced by Owen Wilson. And of course, Larry the Cable Guy, voices matter. I love Larry the Cable Guy. I absolutely watched this movie just because of Larry the Cable Guy. David and Daniel weren't around yet when this movie first came out. So I am a huge fan. Let's get into some of the other wonderful characters that they have. We have Paul Newman as Doc Hudson, and wow, does this character deliver in this movie. I mean, for an older car, in the beginning, you didn't think he was going to matter so much, but he really was essential to Lightning McQueen's journey. We have Bonnie Hunt as Sally, and as Mac, voiced by John Ratzenberger. Sorry if I mispronounce any of the names, but I love all these voice actors, and it's super fun to see them in this animated movie. This movie really follows Lightning McQueen through his journey of self-discovery, friendship, and really falling in love with small-town charm. Cars 2 really cranks it up with shifting gears from Lightning McQueen, who is still very important in the storyline for those huge Lightning McQueen fans, but I love that my favorite character, Matter, really becomes center stage in this movie. And we go from the Americana backdrop to really a global spy kind of movie, and I think that's so fun. Now, we got some other voice actors in this movie, some new ones. That would be Michael Caine as the British spy, Finn. And we also have Emily Mortimer as Holly, and John Torture as the flammable Francesco. These characters just add to the storyline, and it's fantastic. Really, I think Cars 2 is fantastic. Yes, it is a lot different than the original Cars. And for a movie and a franchise to go so opposite, yes, it's still a racing movie, but there's a whole other level. We go from heartwarming journey of growing up to a spy movie. I mean, could they have switched it up anymore? I really like it. Now let's talk about the failure or the success at the box office. Cars from 2006 was a hit right off the gate. It earned $462 million worldwide. Wow. And Cars 2, $559 million worldwide. Now, neither movie disappointed at the box office. But you gotta give it up for Cars. It was the original in the franchise, and it did spawn 2 other movies. And that's just for now. I think Cars will come out with more. It's just my opinion. But you gotta give it up. Both movies really were slam dunks at the box office. And I like both movies. I think they're completely different, and I love that Pixar didn't mind taking a challenge with Cars 2 and really pushing it to the limits. So let's talk about the animation style. Honestly, I found this really difficult to compare animation styles for movies in the same franchise. I mean, yes, Cars has the backdrop of small-town America, where Cars 2 has the backdrop of a spy movie, more of a global kind of movie. So, yes, I think Cars 2 must have been much harder to do with the racing in another country and that perspective. But I think the animation style, in my opinion, was pretty similar. But that's just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments below, because I'm really having trouble comparing the animation differences in these 2 movies. Because, I mean, they're both car movies. And they both do a fantastic job of bringing these characters to life. matter. He only gets cuter in every movie, but they really do bring them alive in both movies. So, having a difficult time comparing and contracting. But I'm going to leave that to you guys in the comments below when you cast your votes. Remember, we do have memberships, so if you're enjoying our videos and you want to get an early peek at them, consider the memberships. All that information is in our post page, and as always, you can join the membership right down below any of our videos.
And now a pros and cons list for each movie, starting with Cars. The pros: heartfelt themes, friendship, humility, community. Standout voice acting. Paul Newman as Doc Hudson is a highlight. Gorgeous animation blending, racing action, and small-town nostalgia. And earned Oscar nominations and solidified Cars as a franchise. The cons: slower pacing may lose some younger viewers. Not as universally beloved as other Pixar classics, and some critics saw it as a safe for Pixar. Now, Cars 2. The pros: fast-paced, globe-trotting spy action with international settings. Mater steps up as the comedic lead, appealing to younger kids. Keeps the franchise fresh with new characters and locations. And eye-popping visuals and creative gadgetry. The cons: weak critical reception, with 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. Overcomplicated plot mixing with racing and espionage, and divides fans. Not everyone loves the spy theme.
So, lasting impressions from the movies. Cars was fantastic. I love that it brought Lightning McQueen to life for us. It brought this small town and all the characters that we absolutely love. And Lightning McQueen met his best friend Matters, who would be in the sequel the main star, in my opinion. And I love that Cars went from a small town to global success in the second movie by being in the races there. And we went from heartstring tugging to spy action movie. Really, can this franchise do anything else? We have 3 movies that are fantastic in this franchise, and obviously you love all 3, but only one of them can go to the next round. Now, we've already eliminated Cars 3, so now Cars 2 and Cars are up against each other this week. And I cannot wait to see who you guys vote for to continue on. Thank you so much for joining me as we traveled this road together. Remember to cast your votes down below or on our post page. Even both. We love to hear you guys' comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, find a reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.